We've played 4 games since you've last been with me, and now it's time for the FA Cup 5th round against Bristol City, in which we should easily progress, and then we've got a away tie against Arsenal in the Premier League. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 now, it's going so quickly, of the first season of my Bournemouth career on Foot Manager 2017. There have been 4 games since you last left me, and the first thing I want to address is this. I made a transfer, a free transfer at that comes into effect at the end of this season. Now, you may or may not know Brad Jones. I personally do as a Liverpool fan. Apparently, in his 5 years at Liverpool, he only played 11 games. I don't believe that whatsoever. But he was a backup goalkeeper at Liverpool when Pepe Reina was there. And he went to Feyenoord. Obviously, Feyenoord won the league. And I still think he's a decent goalkeeper. Better than Boruc and Given, in my opinion, anyway. Basically, what the case is at the moment, Boruc and Given's contracts run out at the end of the season. And I think collectively, I'm not going to work it out now, but I think collectively, they're on £40,000 a week, collectively, but we have managed to get Brad Jones. Let me see if I can find it. This is brilliant, isn't it? Here we go, for £12,000 per week. So we've got Brad Jones for less than either of them. And we've I think he's a good backup goalkeeper. He's played in the Champions League. He has got plenty of experience all around the world. As you can see, Rotherham, Blackpool, Middlesbrough. Very much a English sort of background, which is brilliant for us. And he's played in all the leagues. Where has he played, actually? He's played League One. He's played in the Irish League, it seems, as well. And he's played in League One, the Championship, the Premier League, and the Dutch League. So he's got plenty of experience. And he's someone that we will take well to in our squad. So what have we done then over the last 4 games? Obviously, you left me when we played West Ham and had that board draw, but then we beat Liverpool in the FA Cup, meaning that obviously we played Bristol today. But in the next game we played Watford. Now, I was gutted about this. We gave Idris Zimmer his debut as an attacking midfielder. He's 18 years old. I think he's got the most assists, something like that. I don't think it's assists because there's only 2 assists, but in one of the stats in the under-23s, in which, by the way, we're dominating. We've only lost 1 game. There we go. It's best at hitting the target with 64%. So I thought I'd give him his debut against Watford. But we did lose, unfortunately, 1-0 against them away from home. Then against Palace and Liverpool, I've had really exciting games. Don't know why I haven't shown them. But basically against Palace, Mousse, I've been told to say, actually, sorry, not Mousse, but Mousse. So I'll use Mousse from now on. So Mousse got a hat-trick, and Pereira got a goal, and Punch and Saka got goals. That was a really exciting and good win at Dean Court. Then we won away from home against Liverpool, 4-3, and their duck against us is still on. I'm trying to find, I don't think we can. I'm trying to find, what's it called now? Past meetings, that's the one. Basically, we've won all 4 of our games against them this season, which is brilliant. And then we just drew with Brighton. It was a decent game, but Pereira did miss a penalty, so that annoyed me a little bit. But it was 1-1, and in the Premier League, after 27 games, only 11 games to go now, that is how it looks. We're only 2 points away from theory, from our staying in the league, which is really good. And I think, honestly, Newcastle and Liverpool are on 42 points. Can we push for 7th place and maybe a Europa League place? But anyway, this is the squad we're going to go for our game against Bristol City today. Zimmer or something like that. He's going to get another run out today. Ricky Alvarez is back from injury, as well as Pereira as well. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that squad. The only thing I will say, Callum Wilson is unhappy at the moment because he feels there's a lack of depth in the midfield, which is only really because, what's his name? Andrew Sermon. But I've got Arter, Gosling, Alvarez, and Ruiz now, and Pereira. So I don't really see what his problem is, but I suppose that's life. I just realised, actually, there's only 5 substitutes, so we'll have to rectify that now. So this is our lineup for the game against Bristol City. As you can see, they're playing a very, very defensive system. Clearly, just want to hold that draw. They've got a few players I recognise on the bench. That's Frank Fielding, isn't it? Yes, he was at Derby in the last few years, correct? And also Jonathan Lecco on loan from West Brom, as well as Lee Tomlin. So they've got a few recognisable players. Wait, did he play for Bournemouth in the past? Yes, he did. How did I forget that? He played for Bournemouth, it looks like, last few seasons. So he's coming back to his home at Dean Court. As you can see, our team is like, we put it out already. I don't recognise any of the other names. I think that's Aidan Flint. But there's a few names I don't recognise on there. So what we've got to do really is go out and, I honestly think that we have got to go and dominate this match. But I think the trouble has been with us this season is that we've treated our games as a bit of a, what's the word? A bit we've treated the big games as a bit of a small club mentality, i.e. when we play the likes of Liverpool, and that's why we've succeeded against them, because we've gone counter-attacking football, and we've got on the break when they haven't expected it, and we've won. Whereas against teams like Bristol City, for example, today, we've played really attacking football, we've tried to control the game, and they've just mugged us. In effect, we're the Liverpool against Bournemouth here, and we're the Liverpool. But what I'm going to do, actually, just to complement what I've just said, is go on a counter-attacking formation. Don't really change anything from what we had last time, because honestly, I don't think that we should look to control this game, because, well, I think there's still... To get to the 5th round of the FA Cup, by the way, it's still obviously a clear achievement from them, and they're a good side, it's clear to see that. But Bristol have got the ball now. O'Neill on the ball, still on the ball, passes it to Corey Smith, passes it through to Reed, and Reed has scored for Bristol City. Bobby Reed looks like he played for Plymouth at one point, so now actually I'm going to change my formation, because I am getting just slightly worried already. But have we got any strikers? I don't think we have on the pitch. We've got Afobe and we've got Zimmeru. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. He's good at hitting the target, is he? But apparently defensive forwardies or a target man. We go a target man on support, and then we'll go with a complete forward in Afobe. Just change this round slightly. I'll be back with you in just a second. So that's what we're going to go with. Looks alright to me. Hopefully, though, we can get right back into the game. It'd be nice to see Zimmer get a goal on one of his debuts for the club. I don't actually know whether he's a proper Bournemouth player in real life, but he's in my under-23s anyway. And he's definitely not a regen, because he hasn't got a face. So that clearly shows he's not a regen. He's a real-life player. If you want to go and research him, please do. But I'll probably go and research him anyway and see exactly who he is. Yeah, I bet you can notice as well, I've still got this sodding cold. It is doing my head in. I've had a cold all week, and it just is not nice whatsoever. But we'll live on now. But Corey Smith puts it forward to Reed, and that was a bit of a stupid attempt at a save from Alter Boric, if I say so myself. But 57% of possession so far. We should really be scoring at some point in this game. We've got another highlight. Hopefully this is a goal for us and not a goal for Bristol, because if it is, I think this is destroyed. But Zimmer's got it now. Passes to Ibe now to Afobe, and he makes it 1-1 in this tie at Dean Court. So technically, he got the try assist, or the penultimate assist, if you want to call it like that. But he was involved, Zimmer was, in creating that goal, which is all nice. Pass it to Jordan Ibe, and then to Benik Afobe, who has a shot and scored. Just about Jordan Ibe as well. I don't know how well he's played. I can't really decide. We've got a lot of good attacking players. So, let me know in the comments who you think next year you might want to prioritise keeping, and which players you might want to prioritise getting rid of, and what players maybe before the end of the season you want to see get a bit of a run out, perhaps to see how good they are, and whether we should sell them or not. Because it is tricky, in all fairness, to see who we should get rid of and who should stay. Because I think definitely we need a bit of new blood into the squad. But clearly, Jordan Ibe wants to stay, because I've just said that the attacking midfielders that aren't very good are going to go. And Jordan Ibe's already been involved in an assist and a goal against Bristol City. It's clear that our formation change has definitely worked. But it hasn't worked properly yet, because we haven't won this game so far. So Ibe's made contact with Wright, so really his first bad contribution to the game. But we are 40 minutes in now, 5 minutes till half time, and this means if we win this game that we will go into the quarterfinals. That's the one, not the semis, the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Now, a bit of a fact for you here, not really a fact, but what's happened. Have a guess who's in the FA Cup quarterfinal. It's not someone you'd quite expect. I'll let you think for about 5 seconds. Anyway, somebody in the league below Fleetwood, so Fleetwood are League 1, this team are League 2, have beat Fleetwood and have managed to get to the FA Cup quarter-final. It's the most unlikely of League 2 clubs. You might be thinking Forest Green Rovers, that's understandable, but no it's not, and it looks like Reed's going to score, damn it. It's Accrington Stanley in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, and honestly, if we get Accrington in the next round, that would be simply fantastic. I'm sure, though, is it just me, or am I just going weird? I'm sure we play this game late, and if we win this game, we play Tottenham. Is that right, or am I just going mad? I'll have a look after the game, but I honestly can't remember. Oh, I don't believe this. Twice in about 10 minutes, the phone's gone off. I'll be back in a second. Oh, no, actually I won't. Someone's very generously answered the phone, and there'll be no cut whatsoever. I'm getting really worried about Bristol here. We started playing really well after we went on control, but Bristol have seemed to figure us out. Reed puts it through to De Gea, and wow, that is a goal and a half. Honestly, if we go and lose this game, that is one of the most embarrassing results this season, and I will be absolutely distraught, because this is the sort of game we should be winning. If we're aspiring to get European football, okay, we should be going for it in the league. But at the same token, if we can win the FA Cup or even get runners-up if the other team are Champions League players, then we can get Europa League space for next year, which is very important in attracting players and also in improving our finances as a club. Because we are quite weak in terms of finances. I did tell you guys, obviously, at the start of the season we only had 5 million to play with, which is quite a tough task. So I think with the money coming from the Europa League, that would massively help us out. But it's a bit of a dogfight in the middle. It seems we're dominating possession, which is all good to hear from me. But Pew puts it to Samima, through to Afobe. That's got to go in. So that's Samima's first assist as a Bournemouth first team player. Obviously, he hasn't had assists. That's a lie. I've made that mistake before. But 3-3, finally, we've got an exciting game on the channel. I think this is probably the highest scoring game we've had so far. But Afobe walks into the net. It wasn't hard whatsoever. But we will be making some substitutions soon, because we do have a game, of course, against Arsenal in a few days. So we don't want to ruin that. Yeah, we'll play Ricky Alvarez. We'll bring him back. And we will also bring on Steve Cook in replacement of Nathan Ake. But it feels like this is going to be 4-3. Corey Smith. Is it Corey Smith? It better be. Hegeler puts to Reed, who seems to be doing really well so far, by the way. Hegeler back to De Gea. Hegeler again. Reed. Hegeler again. Reed. De Gea. And Ake gets it, but oh, that was a let-off. We need to make some option instruction changes, I feel. Honestly, I'll do all I can to win this game, because I'm just not going to take this lying down. And oh, bugger, Mark Pugh looks like he's injured. We'll leave it a few minutes to see if he is, you know, badly injured. But the problem with the FA Cup is, if this stays a draw, we have to go to Bristol's stadium for the replay, which I really don't want to do. Not because we don't... Oh, okay. Who's injured now? Wait, what? Dan Gosling's been sent off? Well, we didn't see that. Presumably because we're on the subs bench. But we'll go back to the 4-2-3-1. I think that's appropriate. And what we'll do we play like a... No, we can't play Samima. We can't play Samima up front. That's ridiculous. We'll keep it as that. Put you on attack. Put you as a deep line playmaker, defend. And then defend both of these. We really don't want to concede, but at the same time, we want to ensure that we win this full match. As Dan Gosling's been sent off. Didn't expect that whatsoever, but oh well. And honestly, if we go and lose this game now, I will be gutted. But I can feel it coming for some odd reason, because they've got the numerical advantage. Now, obviously, we've got the league advantage, but they've got the numerical advantage. Here we go then. De Gea puts it through to O'Neill. No, please don't. Read. Oh, thank God. That is blocked by number 27, who I can't think who it is. That's really bad, isn't it? I think that's Ake. I'll just check. That is... No, it's Ricky Alvarez. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. That is not all we needed, but Ricky Alvarez got a free kick. No! Oh, I thought that was an instant reply from Ricky Alvarez. Clearly not, but Smith has got it. Steve Cook. Ricky Alvarez. Begovic is even coming to the halfway line. I won't be too risky. Ibe. And Smith's tackled him. Will there be a sending off? We've got to go on overload now. We have to go on overload. No question about it. Push forward. Route 1. All that sort of jazz. And wow, look at that formation. It's, well, even sides really now, isn't it? Yeah. Don't. Oh, yes, thank God. We've got another highlight. Ricky. Second chance. Can he get it in? Ricky doesn't even shoot. That's embarrassing. But Daniels puts it in. Aiden Flint gets it out. Come on, get that back up straight away. Ricky Alvarez on the ball. Oh, no. Oh, defence higher, prevent all that, shoot on sight, yeah, pump it into the box. None of that, I don't really care. Take more risks. Very fluid play. And honestly, we just got to do what we got to do now. I don't think... Oh, Christ. What did I say? That should be a match we were winning. We go and beat someone like Liverpool in the Cup. And then we lose to Bristol City to take us out of the Cup. That's not good enough. That is shocking. That was not very good at all. Not very well managed by me, I'll admit that. But that was not good at all. Especially to concede 4 against a Championship side. So that's it then for the FA Cup. Now we've just literally got 11 Premier League games before the end of the season started now. I'm gutted, you can just hear it in my voice. I really wanted to win the FA Cup, but that ain't going to happen, I guess. Oh well. But we get to Arsenal there at the Emirates. I can guarantee there'll be more misery on the cards. Woohoo! We're here then, ready for the game against Arsenal. Just before we kick off though, Manchester City have won the EFL Cup. You might think, Don't care, there's no importance to me. But they have beat Chelsea in their EFL Cup game, which means both of those clubs are in the top 4 at the moment. And that means if Chelsea and City finish in the top 4, that the Europa League place will then be handed down to the team in 6th. If one of the top 4 also win the FA Cup, then I understand that that place goes down to 7th. Now, if we look at the battle for 7th, Liverpool are 7 points ahead at the moment, fair enough. But Newcastle didn't drop points yesterday, but West Ham did. Oh, no, sorry, other way around. Newcastle were beaten 4-0 by West Ham, and Stoke only drew in the week. So if we win today, we get within 1 point of Newcastle and Stoke, and within 2 points of West Ham. But we've got Arsenal away from home. This is going to be a very tricky game against Arsenal. But if we have this little club mentality, then we should be alright. We're going to go with more rotation for this game, but it's crucial, I think, that we are playing Benny Kofobi. I think he's been brilliant recently. Where is he? He's there. So Benny Kofobi gets a more automatic spot in my starting 11 at the moment. He's been really good, so he gets picked over the performing Musit as well, or Musay, as they like to call him. But that looks like a decent squad. I'll probably actually just take... No, I'll keep Ruiz in, and we'll keep it like that. That looks good to me. And we will also give... No, we'll leave it like that. I'm happy with that. So we've got Begovic in goal, normal back 4, Arthur and Reeves in centre mid, Alvarez, Lennon and Fraser in attacking mid, and then a Phobie up front. Can we do this? West Brom have unfortunately sacked Tony Pulis. What a shame. Not too bothered. But anyway, we're going to go to the Emirates and focus on our game. West Brom, though, 17th. So I think they feel that they need someone new in desperately, just in case they get relegated. That wouldn't happen in real life, though, I don't think. I genuinely think Pulis is one of them managers who will always get you 40 points every season. A bit like Big Sam, you can count on them, and of course, just like Jones. But honestly, when I do some management on FM 2018, you'll see how bad I am. But Daniels, anyway, is on the wing. Well, he's not technically on the wing, he's just going to put a cross in. But that didn't work whatsoever. Theo Walcott is the most overrated player in English history, in my opinion. We're going a bit into real-life football here. This is very interesting. But Francis Coquelin passes to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez still on the ball, but Smith gets it back. Aaron Lennon passes it to Alvarez. Tuafobi has been playing very well recently, but Coquelin gets that back. Koscielny. Mustafi. Is this highlight just meant to show me how scrappy the game is? It seems like it, because Giroud has not been dispossessed by Ake. Walcott's throwing goal, but he has a shocking shot. See what I mean? He's not doing very well. Number 34 is injured, it seems, because he's got he's greyed out, basically. But Walcott puts it in anyway to Giroud, and that goes in the back of the net for Arsenal. It's 1-0, just to increase our misery on a day of torment in the FA Cup. I just don't get how that happened against Bristol. Typical me being complacent in these games, and it is not good enough. But Phobie's throwing goal, but Czech gets that straight away. Unfortunately, what that does mean, though, in the near future is that Arsenal's in the top 4 and Chelsea would be given another one, naturally, because they would get a Europa League place. Oh, I don't know how it works. I'm sure it'll work itself out at the end of the season. But what I'm going to aim for is 7th place. It's going to be tough to get, but if we can aim for there, no other focuses but the league. We can put our strongest team out technically every week, and that's what we can strive for. Ake gets the ball to Alvarez, now to Ruiz from Barcelona, now to Arthur. Arthur's through to a Phobie still on the ball. Phobie's still on the ball, but he gets dispossessed by Mustafi. Ozil, I think they've just got a much better squad than us. There's no real... it's just obvious, that is. But Giroud gets his 2nd goal against us. And it seems they're just piling the misery on today. It's not been a great episode, I'll admit. We probably picked a few bad games to play. I thought we'd beat Bristol. That'd give us a bit... That was a good first half. Go and bugger off, Jason Tyndall. That was not a good first half whatsoever, in my opinion. But we are going to bring another striker on. We'll bring Musit on. We've got to bring Musit on, haven't we? Definitely. To see if he can win back this game for us, because Musit's been really good so far this season. I'd like to go forward with Musit and Phobie and maybe Callum Wilson, but if we can get rid of Wilson for a decent amount. Wilson doesn't seem to be happy at the moment, but Phobie and Musay are actually scoring a lot of goals when they feel like it, of course, which doesn't look like today, because I thought Arsenal were going to get the 3rd then. Very close to it, though. We just have not been good whatsoever. We're going to go to counter-attack on fluid now, just to change it round a bit, because for some reason we're on control, obviously because it's the default on The old formation. Keep it up, Toby. But anyway, we've got Fraser on the wing now. Can this be our fight back into the game? Fraser's got the ball. Do not shoot. That was a stupid shot. In FM, it's always the same. They take a really stupid shot, trigger the user, get you to whack it on some attacking or overload mode, then you lose by even more. I feel like Sports Interactive want to hate us even more. Giroud's got it though, Ozil. I don't want to watch this, because this, if you remember, this fixture at the start of the season we lost 6-1, so I don't want to watch this, but what a stupid piece of goalkeeping there by Begovic. When Giroud's got his hat-trick. But I suppose we can all remember back to when Newcastle got 4 back against them a few years ago and take inspiration from that. But I very much doubt that's going to happen today. But Daniels has got it now, but it's flushed straight out by Hector Bellerin, who is a top-class right back. Arsenal have got a lot of good players. I don't really know when they're lacking, if I'm honest. They've got a good team, they're just very inconsistent. But Mustafi gets it. The defence has certainly been good against us today. We cannot get past them whatsoever. Mustafi, Bellerin puts it out, but Ake has it straight away. Ake has been really good so far for all this season. Ricky Alvarez, Afobe puts it forward to Musa, but no, Koscielny gets that. Both defences have been really good, apart from Simon Francis there, who's completely missed that. Can this be 4-0? If it's 4-0, we may as well say sayonara to the game. Well, it is 4-0. Nothing we can do, I don't think. We've got our best team out, we've got a decent tactic, but we are simply being outclassed by a better footballing side today. Oh, we might have something here. I might cut back. I might just cut back. Alvarez passes to Musit. Musit on the wing. Passes to Afobe. And he's missed. Oh, I wish I can... I'm glad I can laugh now. If I was managing Arsenal, I definitely would be laughing. But Pereira's just been subbed on. I just can't believe that. It's just been one of them episodes, hasn't it? We've only had 6 so far, so I think we were due a bad episode like today's. But yeah, I guess that's what happens, isn't it? I suppose. Oh dear, I guess it's a bit more of a comedy than a Football Manager video. Pereira puts it in. Moussa, no, it's a penalty. Get in. But you watch, it is going to be Pereira, isn't it? He's going to miss it. I can guarantee it. Number 16, it is Pereira. Can we get 1 goal back and mean Arsenal do not get a clean sheet? Where we get a yellow card. Ooh, dramatic. Here we go. Pereira runs up. And that is in the back of the net. I thought he'd save that, actually, but that's 8 goals for Pereira this year. He's been brilliant, but I honestly think that we won't be able to get him in the future on a permanent deal unless United are really, really kind. I don't know what Czech was doing there. Is it Czech? Yes, it is. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to look for better options. And that is my Twitter. So, I think I'll ignore that. But anyway, can we do the fight back in the last 10 minutes? Who knows? Afobe's on the ball. Still Afobe. Okay, Arsenal just dominate us. Afobe still, passing forward to Moussa. That's a shot, and that was close enough. I'll tell you what, 11 shots, and that isn't too bad whatsoever. Can we get 1 back or even 2? That would be brilliant, so I'd be more than happy with that. Because that means we haven't been outclassed as much, if that makes sense. But I can guarantee we'll probably stay at 4-1, won't it? So that looks like it's going to be full time. Chambers gets it, and it's all over at the Emirates. We've simply been outclassed by Arsenal today, and that was not that brilliant whatsoever. So that means after 28 games in this save, we have got 38 points. We still need those 2 points to go on to 40, and we are quite a way away now from European qualification. But Southampton look to be favourites to get that Europa League spot, apart from Chelsea, of course. So Huddersfield, Brighton and Palace are down there, but we're sort of mid-table. Maybe we won't get Europe this season, but who knows, whatever. But anyway, if you've enjoyed that episode of FM17, I probably haven't today, I'll be honest, but I've been TIJ. I hope you've enjoyed Mop the Week this week. But anyway, I've been TIJ. See you very... Can't speak now, this is definitely a comedy show. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.